It's time now for the Muletrain News Program on this Wednesday, September the 6th, 2023, brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant. Church service for Jesus Chuy Gloria 69 of Muleshoe is scheduled for 10 o'clock this Thursday morning, September the 7th at Centerpoint Church with Jamie Johnson of Muleshoe officiating. Burial will follow in the Muleshoe Memorial Park tomorrow on Thursday, September 7th. Chuy died Sunday, September 3rd in Muleshoe. He was born August 5th, 1954 in Muleshoe to Juan and Dora Flores Gloria. Chuy fostered dogs and trained them. He loved all animals. He enjoyed tooling leather and making photo frames out of matches. He was an avid Dallas Cowboys fan. He won the domino championship belt from the family and loved playing dominoes. Chuy loved taking selfies and family photos. He was a member of the Centerpoint Church here in Muleshoe and was preceded in death by his parents and three brothers, Gilberto Gloria, Martin Gloria, and Juan Bruno Gloria, and two infant brothers. Chuy is survived by his partner, Josie Sanchez, his son, Jesse Gloria Jr., and his wife, Sabrina Borger, a daughter, Erika Trevino, and her husband, Gilbert of Lubbock, two sisters, Juana Gloria, and her partner, Aurelia of Lubbock, Mary Sanchez, and her husband, Reyes of Holly, five brothers, Lupe Gloria and his wife, Grace of Earth, Reuben Gloria and his wife Roseanne of Muleshoe, Marcial Gloria and his wife Sean of Muleshoe, Eloy Gloria of Muleshoe, and Renee Gloria of Salter, South Carolina. Six grandchildren, Annie, Isaiah, Joaquin, Tiana, Mason, and Jaylee, and numerous nieces, nephews, great nieces, great nephews, and cousin all survived. Jesus Chuy Gloria 69 of Muleshoe. His church service is set for 10 o'clock Thursday morning, September 7th at the Centerpoint Church here in Muleshoe with Jamie Johnson officiating. Burial will follow in the Muleshoe Memorial Park. Chuy died on September the 3rd here in town. Please keep the Gloria family on your prayer list today, please. Service for Lydia Lily Alfaro, 52 of Muleshoe, was held last week on Wednesday, August 30th at the Templo Bien Pastor here in Muleshoe with Richard Rodriguez officiating. Burial followed in the Muleshoe Memorial Park. Lily died Friday, August 25th in Lubbock. She was born February 3rd, 1971 in Amherst to Manuel and Antonia Salazar Alfaro Sr. Lily worked at the Senior Citizen Center in Muleshoe for 15 years and was the head cook from 2005 to 2019. She enjoyed art, painting, crafts, drawing, and bedazzling. Lily was known for her menudo and was a great cook. She loved dancing and dressing up in her hats and purses. Lily was strong, humble, confident, and selfless. She was an avid fan of Selena and Madonna, and her families and friends like to call her Mexican Madonna. She was always on the phone and was a busybody. Most of all, Lily loved her family. Her kids were number one to her. She called all of her sisters Fea, but loved them dearly. Lily was a member of the Templo Bien Pastor here in Muleshoe. She is preceded in death by her parents and two brothers, Manuel Pulo Alfaro Jr. and Oscar Alfaro. Lily is survived by two sons, Bert Bubble Torres of Lubbock, Brian Booger Torres of Lubbock, her daughter Kayla Kitty Cat Torres, and her husband John of Canyon. Seven sisters, Olivia Barrera and her husband Tomas of Muleshoe, Irma Marquez and her husband Jimmy of Denton, Nora Cruz and her husband Roberto of Farwell, Erica Montillo and her husband Aaron of Lubbock, Irene Alfaro of Oklahoma City, Angelina Alfaro of Oklahoma City, and Maria Torres and her husband Joaquin of Oklahoma City. Three brothers, Juan Alfaro and his wife Lupe of Bovina, Ponciano Alfaro of Lubbock, and Jonas Alfaro and his wife Rachel of Lubbock, her grand dogs Chloe Monster and Dusty Rose. The family suggests memorials be sent to the Templo Bien Pastor here in Muleshoe. And repeating church service was last week for Lily Alfaro, 52 of Muleshoe, at the Templo being pastor, with Richard Rodriguez officiating. Burial followed in the Muleshoe Memorial Park. Please keep the Alfaro family on your prayer list today. Funeral mass for Juan Jose Jaime, 67 in Muleshoe, was held Monday, August the 28th, last week at the Immaculate Conception Catholic Church in Muleshoe, with Father Herberto Mercado officiating. Burial followed in the Muleshoe Memorial Park. Juan died Thursday, August 24th, here in Muleshoe. He was born July 8th, 1956, in La Pazos, Nuevo Leon, Mexico, to Rogelio Sr. and Maria Quiroga Jaime. Juan married Mabel Salguero Jaime on June 7, 1974, in Clovis. Juan was a maintenance man for Mensa. For many years, he loved to play softball and even played well into his 50s. Juan also loved to work on his yard and greatly enjoyed his gardening. He was an avid fan of the Dallas Cowboys and also of Patrick Mahomes. He loved to barbecue with his family, making excellent fajitas and carne asada. He never missed his grandchildren's sporting events. His greatest joys were his children and grandchildren. He is preceded in death by his father, Rogelio. Juan is survived by the love of his life, Mabel, his mother, Maria, two sons, Juan Jaime Jr. and wife Nicole of Loveland, Robert Jaime and wife Myra of Laredo, two daughters, Elizabeth Garcia and her husband Joe of Muleshoe, Patricia Nunez and husband Lupe of Loveland, two sisters, Maria de Los Angeles Vidura and husband Mario of Farwell, Maria Elena Vidura and husband Frank, also of Farwell, four brothers, Rogelio Jaime Jr. of Farwell, and Jorge Jaime and wife Gloria of Columbus, Texas, Reggie Jaime and wife Becky of San Antonio, Victor Hugo Jaime and wife Elena of San Antonio, and 15 grandchildren and 10 great-grandchildren. The family suggests memorials be sent to the Muleshoe Meals on Wheels program, 300 South 1st Street, Suite 110, Muleshoe, Texas, 79347. Online condolences can be made at ellisfuneralhomes.com. Please keep the family of Juan Jose Jaime on your prayer list today. Well, the Muleshoe Mules varsity football team is off to a great start here in the 2023 season. Make sure to go to the front page of our website, muleshoetv.com, and you can see both the Muleshoe Mules first game, the War on 84 versus Littlefield, and in its entirety, the second game of the season, Muleshoe Mules versus the Lamesa Golden Tornadoes. The first game of the season was a much closer game, but the Mules won it convincingly 48-20 over the rival Littlefield Wildcats. And then in the second game last Friday, the Mules really torched the Lamesa Golden Tornadoes. It could have been much worse, 48-6. In fact, they ran the clock the entire second half of the game, and the Mules are now 2-0 on the 2023 season. Coach Jason Richards and his coaching staff and the varsity Mules off to a great start and look to be extremely strong so far in the 2023 season. Our coverage of the Muleshoe Mules versus Lamesa football game brought to you by Barrett Potato Farms, Burton Service Center, Shipments Body Shop and Autoplex, Muleshoe Animal Clinic and Vet Supply, Muleshoe ISD, Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, Muleshoe Housing Authority, Leo's Tortilla Factory, Muleshoe Area Medical Center, Mohawk Auto Parts, WTG Fuels, Edward Jones Stephen Dement, McDonald's Restaurant, Irrigation Pumps and Power, and Lance Insurance. And along with those two full game broadcasts on the front page of our website, also see the Meet the Mules program from August 7th that was held at David Wood Field and Benny Douglas Football Stadium. The announcer was Athletic Director Jason Richards, and the president of the Muleshoe Athletic Booster Club is Todd Shipman. They both speak, and they introduce you and have all the mini mules do their cheers. Then they introduce you to the cheerleading squad, the band, and all the varsity JV and freshman football teams and cross country. There was a storm that was headed our way, and so they truncated a lot of those introductions that Meet the Mules program, but it's available in its entirety on the front page of our website, muleshoetv.com. Well, another test is on the way this coming Friday, September the 8th. We'll be on the road for the very first away game of the season at another rival in Freona. Kickoff for the varsity football game is at 7 p.m. at Chieftain Stadium there in Freona this coming Friday, September the 8th. We, of course, won't have our live stream at an away stadium, so we will have our broadcast up early Saturday morning. So look for that first thing when you get up Saturday, September the 9th. And our broadcast is brought to you by Barrett Potato Farms, Burton Service Center, Leal's Tortilla Factory, Muleshoe Animal Clinic and Vet Supply, Muleshoe ISD, Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, Muleshoe Housing Authority, Shipman's Body Shop and Autoplex, Muleshoe Area Medical Center, Mohawk Auto Parts, WTG Fuels, Edward Jones and Stephen DeMint, McDonald's Restaurant, Dell Oil Company, and McCormick Seeds bring you the Muleshoe Mules versus Freona Chieftains football game. Go out and support them Friday night at Freona. Kickoff is at 7, and then join us early Saturday morning for our delayed broadcast. Now, this coming Friday, or this coming Thursday, will be the very first games for the Watson Junior High football teams on September the 7th. Watson Junior High will be at Freona. The 7th grade team will kick off at 5. The 8th grade team will kick off at 6:15. Then the JV Mules will take on Freona here at Benny Douglas Football Stadium on Thursday, September the 7th at 5 p.m. So go out and support the junior high and JV Mules. The pep rally for the Muleshoe versus Freona game will be at 11:15 a.m. at the new MHS Gymnasium on Friday, September the 8th. So the first away game is here, and we are taking on the rival Freona Chieftains at Freona. Varsity kickoff is at 7 p.m. Friday night in Freona. Don't forget, next week we'll be back at home. So out of the first 4 games, we have 3 home games and the only away games at Freona. Not a bad scheduling start to the 2023 season. But next week, the homecoming game will be here in Muleshoe, Benny Douglas Stadium, versus the Tulia Hornets. That'll be September the 15th here in Muleshoe versus Tulia. The homecoming week is next week at Muleshoe High School. Then on past, we'll have 2 away games. And to end up the pre-district schedule, will be in action on September the 22nd at Abernathy, then September 29th at Brownfield, then back home October the 6th to kick off the district schedule here in Muleshoe at Benny Douglas Stadium versus Bushland. And then we'll have an open week. After that, we'll have Amarillo River Road on the road on October the 20th at River Road. Then back at home for our senior night youth football program here in Muleshoe versus Shallowater Mustangs, October 27th. Then November the 5th in the regular season and district action on the road up in the Panhandle against Dalhart. So make sure and get out and support the Mules any way you can. Again, MHS Athletic Director, head football coach Jason Richards, his staff, and the varsity Mules off to a red-hot start here in 2023 as they've really handled Littlefield and Lamesa to begin the season. And good luck to them. Go out and support the Mules as they continue their 2023 campaign here at Muleshoe High School. Well, it's just about time for a commercial break, and this edition of the Muletrain is brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant. Here in Muleshoe at the original Leal's, 1010 West American Boulevard, they have a new bar with a bar menu that includes domestic beers, priced very affordably, including Coors for $3.50, Miller Lite $3.50, Bud Light $3.75, Budweiser $3.75, Michelob Ultra $3.50, and Shinerbach $3.75. In their import beer menu, Corona is $4, Tecate is $2.75, Modelo $4, Modelo is special $4, Dos Equis is $4. Pacifico $4.25. Victoria is $4.25. Corona Premier is $4 on their mixed drinks. The Sangria Swirl marked at $9 now. Beer Ritas $11.50. Sangria $8. Sangria wine $8. Strawberry margaritas frozen or on the rocks $8.50. Mango margarita frozen or on the rocks $8.50. House margarita frozen or on the rocks only $8. And the Micheladas with any beer is $8.50. That's the brand new bar menu available now when they're open at Leal's Mexican Restaurant, 1010 West American Boulevard. Victor, Debbie, Angelica, all their employees say come down and try their new bar menu available now at Leal's, the original Leal's right here in Muleshoe, 1010 West American Boulevard. Brand new on the bar menu at the original Leal's right here in Muleshoe. Enjoy the refreshing Chilton's Original $6.25, or order a watermelon or cucumber Chilton for only $7.50. New on the bar menu at the original Leal's right here in Muleshoe, 1010 West American Boulevard. Enjoy refreshing Chilton's, the original $6.25, or watermelon or cucumber Chilton's $7.50. Now on the bar menu at Leal's. Texas Health Steps keeps your child healthy. Keep your little cowboy or cowgirl healthy. If you have Medicaid insurance, you can call the Medical Clinic of Muleshoe at 806-272-7544 to schedule your child's free medical checkup. Texas Health Steps is health care for children through age 20 who have Medicaid and gives your child free medical checkups starting at birth. Checkups can help find health problems before they get worse and harder to treat. Again, keep your little cowboy or cowgirl healthy. If you have Medicaid insurance, call Medical Clinic of Muleshoe at 806-272-7544 to schedule your child's free medical checkup at the Medical Clinic of Muleshoe through the Muleshoe Area Medical Center. Well, it is time now for the weather forecast. Of course, we don't have sponsor here on Channel 6 for our weather yet, so if you would like to sponsor our program, call me on my cell phone at 806-566-5881. We desperately need a sponsor for our weather forecast here on our Muletrain News. Well, it has been a brutally hot and extremely dry year. To recap, for the summer months, in July, we had an inch in 13/100ths, and that was the best we've done so far. We had 7 days of triple-digit heats during the month of July. Then in August, we had 10 days of 100-degree days and many, many more of 98 degrees and higher. We only got 58/100ths of an inch of rain during the whole month of August here at the National Weather Service station here in our backyard in the south part of Muleshoe. The Earth Mesonet Station, which is right next to Tog Plant, got only 25/100ths of an inch, so they only did about half of what we got in the month of August. And the Muleshoe Mesonet Station, 2 miles south of town, right off Highway 214, got 39/100ths of an inch of rain during the month of August. So extremely dry, as we should be receiving 2 to 3, maybe even 4 inches of rain for each one of these months in the summer months. And so far, we have gotten much lesser amounts than that. Our 2023 total so far at the Earth Mesonet Station is 9 inches and 86/100ths. And the Muleshoe Mesonet Station total is 10 inches and 7/100ths. If you're wondering, the yearly average over the past 21 years at the Muleshoe Mesonet Station is 17 inches and 36/100ths. So we're about 7 inches below that as of right now, in the 1st of September for the Muleshoe Mesonet Station. And so far, all 3 stations, our station here in the backyard, the Muleshoe Mesonet, and the Earth Mesonet out by Tog Plant, has registered 0 inches of rain through 6 days so far in the month of September. But the one good thing is it is finally sort of turning a corner, and we're feeling cooler weather, cooler temperature, especially in the evening and especially the morning hours, as our low temperatures, when you look at yesterday on Tuesday, 95 was the high here at the National Weather Service station, but our low was all the way down to 54 degrees, and boy, that makes a world of difference when you get a low as low as 54. On Monday, the high was 98, the low was 58. Sunday, the high was 98, the low was 67. But then back Saturday, 93 was the high and the low was 57. We're one of the first stations here at the National Weather Service station in Muleshoe in our backyard to get that cool in the whole state of Texas. And one of the reasons why is because we're up nearly at 3,000 feet elevation, nearly 4,000 feet elevation, as most of Muleshoe around us, around 3,800, 3,900 feet in elevation. So our nights will get cooler faster than anywhere else, and that is telling you that the fall weather is hopefully right around the corner. As the meteorological fall has begun, it began September 1st, but the astrological fall won't begin until later in September. I think it's September 21st. But looking at our forecast, let's see what happens in the next 7 days. The Weather Bureau is calling for Muleshoe for a sunny afternoon for Wednesday. High near 96 degrees, south-southeast winds around 10 miles per hour. Right now, as recording the Muletrain at 12:41 p.m., it's only 81 degrees. And so you can see those cooler temperatures for longer portions of the day sort of tell us that we're headed in the right direction away from these real hot summer temps. But we will have a high before the day's over with around 96 degrees. South-southeast winds around 10 miles per hour. Then clear tonight, low around 65. South-southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Thursday, sunny and hot. Tomorrow with a high at 101. So we'll be back into the triple digits one more time at least, maybe twice before this week is over with. Southwest winds between 5 and 15 miles per hour, mostly clear. Thursday night, low around 69. South-southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Then Friday, sunny and hot, high near 100 degrees. West-southwest winds around 10 miles per hour, becoming north in the afternoon hours. Friday night, mostly clear, low around 65. Northeast winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, becoming east-southeast after midnight. Sunny on Saturday, beginning the weekend. It's going to cool back down into the mid-90s, high near 96. East winds 5 to 15 miles per hour, becoming south in the afternoon. Saturday night, a chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly before 1 a.m. Partly cloudy, otherwise with a low around 65. South-southeast winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Sunday, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms after 1 p.m. Sunny, high near 94. South winds around 10 to 15 miles per hour. Sunday night, another chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly cloudy, low around 64. Monday next week, a chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly sunny, high only 85 degrees. So, boy, that just sounds like heaven. Rain chances, and high only around 85 for this coming Monday. Monday night, a chance of showers and thunderstorms again, mostly cloudy, low around 60. Tuesday, a chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly sunny, high only at 80 degrees for Tuesday during the day. So, boy, that will really sounds like fall weather beginning next week, but we will see how long that lasts. Rain chances beginning here in the forecast Saturday night through Tuesday, but then Monday, the high only gets to 85, the high at 80 for Tuesday. So let's see if we have fall on our calendar for next week. Again, it should be a normal week with 2 more triple digit days in the forecast for Thursday and Friday, but then rain chances and more normal temps for Saturday and Sunday, but then a much cooler days on tap for Monday and Tuesday with rain chances in the forecast. So looks like we have good weather right around the corner for the Muleshoe area. Well, going on every Tuesday and Thursday down at the Bailey County Senior Center, Main and Avenue D. From 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., they have their senior workout program which is called Matter of Balance. They also play bingo every other Wednesday and alternating between bingo and La Tierra. They will have a big pancake breakfast fundraiser on Saturday, September 16th, so make sure to mark that on your calendar, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. And then United Pharmacy will be at the Senior Center on September 29th administering flu shots, so you can sign up there at the Senior Center or get more information on that. September 29th, the flu shot provided by the United Pharmacy down at the Senior Center. Looking at the lunch menu, of course, they serve lunch there beginning around 11:30 a.m. every weekday morning, Monday through Friday. This Wednesday, chicken fried steak, mashed potatoes, country gravy, stewed okra, seasoned corn with a pumpkin square. Tomorrow, Thursday, September 7th, roast pork, sweet potato succotash, whole wheat roll, banana pudding, low-fat milk. Then Friday, they serve every Friday fish or chicken strips, borracho beans, green peas, tossed vegetable salad, low-cal French dressing, whole wheat roll, and a tropical fruit mix. Next week on Monday, September the 11th, rigatoni with meat sauce, garlic bread, seasoned lima beans, tossed salad with dressing, mandarin oranges with whipped topping. And Tuesday, September 12th, beef enchiladas, borracho beans, Spanish rice, coleslaw, cornbread, and apricots. Next Wednesday, September 13th, they serve every Wednesday chicken fried steak. Now, again, mashed potatoes, country gravy, stewed okra, seasoned corn, and a pumpkin square. Well, didn't have a chance to do the Muletrain last week, so we have the Senior Center sponsors of the week for last week and this week both, which includes last week Coyote Lake Feed Yards. This is written by Earl Behrens. Coyote Lake Feeders LLC is a 34,000 head custom cattle feeding operation located 17 miles southwest of Muleshoe. The yard slopes to the south, which gives good drainage and south exposure to the sun during the winter months. The feed yard history started in the late 1960s, but has grown in size considerably. It was purchased by a group of investors in April of 2019. Coyote Lake employs 25 full-time employees, of which 5 employees have 20-plus years at the feed yard. Employee tenure is 8 to 10 years, and they're very proud of their staff. Barry Morris has been the manager at the Coyote Lake since October 2014. He graduated from Muleshoe High in 2005. Barry's married to his wife, Blair, who's from Friona. They have 2 children, Blake and Bo. Barry graduated from Texas Tech, and Blair graduated from WT. They attend the Muleshoe Church of Christ. Betty Moo Mao has been the office manager since December 97. One of Barry's favorite memories was when everyone got together and threw her a spectacular graduation party. He is so grateful for his employees and especially the way they come together to help each other out when someone is going through a rough patch. 2 of Barry's worst memories was the Goliath snowstorm of 2015 and the summer of 2020 COVID pandemic. Coyote Lake Feeders LLC is a member of both the Texas Cattle Feeders Association and the Consolidated Beef Producers. Their team is experienced with the marketing of fed cattle, a number of different ways to the 5 Texas area processing plants. We use the services of Nathan Elam, a Nutrition Service Associates, for all of our ration formulations and any other nutrition work. Dr. Jeffrey Platter of Western Veterinary Association is our veterinarian. We at Bailey County Senior Center would like to thank Coyote Lake Feeders for being this week's sponsor of the week. That was from last week, and you can see that on our screen along with this week's sponsor of the week. This is written by Ann Johnson and Terry Brewster. The senior citizen of Muleshoe would like to recognize our sponsor of the week, Joe Ed's Auto Supply, affiliated with Parts Plus. They appreciate the support of businesses and individuals. The sponsorship plays a very important part in the success of our center, and we thank them for their help and generosity. If you're coming through Muleshoe or live right here in Muleshoe at 102 American Boulevard is noticeable. All year, the team at Joe Ed's keeps Tommy's Garden decorated for everyone to enjoy. They hope that the garden is a great welcome to Muleshoe. Tommy's Garden is dedicated to Charles and Tommy Bratcher, who owned an auto supply store for many years in Muleshoe. They have been great mentors to the team at Joe Ed's. Joe Ed's is an auto parts store supplied by Parts Plus. They also sell several brands of new tires, fix flats, and do oil changes. Joe Ed's is also a licensed Texas inspection station. The team at Joe Ed's believes that teamwork makes that dream work. Each member of this team works hard to provide great customer service to area farmers, ranchers, and dairymen. Part of the success of any small business is loyal customers who support them. Located at the very busy intersection of Highway 84 and Highway 214, Joe Ed's gets to help lots of travelers during the year. Getting a flat fixed in a small town can be challenging late in the day or on a Saturday, but the team at Joe Ed's always tires go the extra mile to help. Joe Ed's is a very family-oriented business. Every year at Christmas, the team at Joe Ed's have a tradition of providing pictures with Santa. In appreciation to the community, they invite the whole family to have a free picture with Santa. The whole corner is decorated inside and out for the holiday. Last year, they even had some fur babies come for a picture with Santa. The team at Joe Ed's would like to thank all of their loyal customers. If you haven't been to Joe Ed's, they invite you to meet the team: Angie Lewis, store manager; Terry Brewster, office manager; Anthony Slattery, shop foreman; Xavier Reyes, tech; and Nick Brewster, tech. In conducting this interview with Terry Brewster and Angie Lewis, the Muleshoe Senior Citizens wants to thank Joe Ed's Auto Supply for their generosity in sponsoring our center. The sponsorship is available to anyone, business or individual, who are willing to help the center. For more information on sponsorships, please contact Annette Orozco, the director at the Oneida Wagner Senior Center. And those are the two sponsors of the week. Last week, Coyote Lake Feed Yards, and this week, Joe Ed's Auto Supply. Make sure to join us every Sunday at muleshoetv.com or any of our social media platforms on Facebook, Gil M, or Channel 6 Muleshoe, Twitter, Channel 6 Muleshoe, or YouTube, Gil M Advertising, as we have our live stream beginning at 11 a.m. from the First Baptist Church, then followed by delayed audio broadcasts from the Muleshoe Methodist and Calvary Baptist Church. This past Sunday, September 13th, the Muleshoe Methodist Church service is available in its entirety, including the message Jacob's Journey, Betrayal by the Pastor David Maccabee. Calvary Baptist Church, their full service, including the message How Excited Are You Today by Brother Jeff Kaufman. And then the live stream First Baptist Church this past Sunday included the message The Delight of God's Word by Dr. Stacy Connor. Live this coming Sunday, September the 10th, the message will be by Dr. Stacy Connor, The Quality of Your Time, from Romans 13, 8 through 14. And then the delayed broadcast from the Muleshoe Methodist Church, it will be again in the Jacob's Journey series by David Maccabee. Jacob's Journey, Limping Onward, from Genesis 32, 22 through 32, again by David Maccabee. Don't have the title of the message yet from Jeff Kaufman, but we'll have their full service from Calvary Baptist, along with Brother Jeff Kaufman's message as well this coming Sunday. Join us beginning at 11 a.m. and then followed by the delayed broadcast put up shortly thereafter from Calvary Baptist Church and Brother Jeff Kaufman and the Muleshoe Methodist Church and David Maccabee. Well, on your prayer list today, please continue to remember Mom. She's under hospice care here at the home, suffering with dementia. She's been sick a lot the last couple of weeks as well, so please keep her, please, on your prayer list. Also, continue to remember Cliff Black, Terry Byers, Rowena Myers, Suzanne Nichols. Pray for rain. Also, keep Robert Alanese and Joe and Leila Copley on your prayer list today. Wanda Schaefer, Carrie and Pat Moore, who are now at the Parkview. Robert Johnson, Daryl Embry, Jerry Bruton, Pee Wee Estrada, Cleta Robertson, and Cyrus Dell, Vincent Linda Erdman, Tyrone Clements, John Blackwell, Bert and Larry Combs, and Tina Castillo, Gabby Stone, Norris Conklin, who's in the nursing home in Clovis. Please keep those. Recently, we're grieving the loss of a loved one or friend, including the family of Juan Jose Jaime, the family of Lily Alfaro, the family of Chewy Gloria. Needs to be on your prayer list today, along with the family of Peggy Kent Baker of Sudan, the family of Gregorio Torres of El Paso, formerly of Muleshoe, the family of Dolores Valeria Catron, and the family of Rose Lee Powell, former Millen of Amarillo, formerly of Muleshoe. Well, it's just about time for us to go on this edition of the Muletrain News, brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant. You can hear all of our latest Muletrain news programs, along with our archived ones up to a decade old, free of charge on demand on our website, muleshoetv.com.
I'm Tumbleweed Smith, a theater gym in Fort Stockton. Details in a moment on The Sound of Texas.
The Sound of Texas is brought to you here on MuleshoeTV.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, with offices in Muleshoe at 610 East American Boulevard, as well as in Morton at 1744 State Highway 114. They're celebrating rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area through Bailey County Electric since 1939. They are owned by the members that they serve. Call 806-272-4504. Check them out online at BCEC. COOP.com. The board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO David Markle, all hope you enjoy this Sound of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
40 years ago, Alice Dirksen of Fort Stockton, a retired educator, was in charge of an education program.
We offered non-credit classes like cake decorating. We offered the Midland College credit classes. We offered brown bag seminars, everything like that. I put out a brochure every semester telling what the classes and what would be offered. And someone said, well, why don't you put something in there about community theater? So I put a little squib, if you're interested in community theater, come to a meeting at 5 o'clock, blah, blah, blah. 40 people showed up. And that was the beginning.
The Fort Stockton Community Theater does 5 plays a year. It just finished Barefoot in the Park.
We have done everything from Shakespeare to melodrama. Our favorite genre is comedy. We enjoy comedy. We have done some drama. We've done musicals. We've done everything. We have great supporters, which helps us live up to our mission, which is to provide fine arts entertainments for the community of Fort Stockton and the surrounding area. And we do just that.
They entertained in modest facilities until 2020, when a brand new multi-million-dollar theater opened, all paid for with grants and donations.
We had everything from the widow's mite. A lady gave me a check for $10 to a rancher's wife stopped me at the post office and she said, come by the truck, I've got something for you. A check for $10,000.
Actors all have day jobs.
We have a lot of teachers and educators. We have car dealers. We have medical professionals. We have CPAs. We have finance officers. We have ranch people. We have everybody, and they put forth the effort and the time to be in this without a dime. They just do it because they love it. Everything is done here at the theater by volunteers. Our board members do everything from tickets to toilets.
Alice has been the spark plug for the theater since it started 40 years ago.
It's not that I'm bossy, it's just that my ideas are better.
Alice Dirksen of Fort Stockton. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with the Sound of Texas.